Gee, do I have a story for you guys. Let me just start off by saying that this video is going to be completely unscripted and probably a bit disorganized as well, because I don't feel like writing a script for this video because I have a lot on my mind and I just have a bunch of things to get off my chest. And yeah, I don't really feel like scripting this video, so let's just roll with it. So this goes without saying, but I'm pretty sure everyone by now has gone to a GameStop store, correct? It's definitely considered one of the most famous stores to go to in the world. I've always wanted to talk about GameStop in a video, but never like this, because we are about to be going deep into the store. Not like, of course, inside the store, but we're just going to be, like, going deep into it with today's video. Mostly about how the employees at the stores get treated like crap by the customers. Anyway, about a few days ago, I went to a GameStop to get the new Kirby game that recently came out. Then as I was walking through the doors, the first thing I noticed was the constant yelling and bickering of a customer. I don't 100% know the context of what happened during that whole situation, but I feel like it's best not to know. Maybe they wanted a refund or a discount on a game or something, I don't know. I was thinking about recording it and maybe posting it online, but there are like several videos online of customers and employees in GameStop stores getting yelled at. So, I mean, this one that I just went through didn't really seem all that interesting compared to the others, so whatever. Instead, I just recorded the audio on a sound recording app. You guys can have a listen, but I'm going to remind you now that it's pretty excessive, so here you go.
Private business. How about I...
It's still a public place.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's a private business.
You sure?
Yes.
Public can walk out and come in here?
I can actually call my boss right now.
Oh, you gonna get viral. You wanna make it viral. You mad retarded. I wasn't trying to go viral on your stupid ass. Now I'm gonna go viral on you and tag you on it. Stupid ass, dumb ass, fat ass bitch. You probably don't even know my
So I
father.
have a customer here.
Suck my dick. You have a customer say, suck his dick. Suck his dick. Suck his dick. Suck his dick.
In here.
Suck my
Do
dick.
some type of rival
Suck my
video in
dick.
here. You recorded me already.
Yes, I did. I recorded her.
Call 911, please.
You know that's a misdemeanor, by the way, right? It's called
I'm asking you to please leave the store. Sir, I'm asking
being
you to
loud
leave
in a
the
public
store.
place. But
I've
since this
asked
is
you.
not a public
It's a
place,
private business. Please leave the store.
you know I'm gonna leave because I like
Can
life.
you please leave
And
the
I'm gonna let
store?
them go because I don't want to be disruptive.
Again.
But suck my dick though.
Have a
Suck my
nice
dick
day,
though.
sir.
Suck my dick though.
Have a nice day,
Suck my
sir.
dick though. I still got my content. I
Have a
still got
nice
my
day.
content. Not the way
That's
I
what
wanted
you
to, but I still got it.
You're still trying to do something that's really you want.
You still sucking my dick,
How
and you could
I
be
am?
doing your job. You dry ass lips. Dry ass lips. You still sucking my dick.
So yeah, that was pretty messed up. And I'm sure you and I are feeling the same way right now. Both the employee and the customer were just yelling so loud, and I was trying my best to ignore it, but it was hard to because they were literally the center of attention, and I could do nothing about it except witness it. Again, I don't know the exact context of what was going on there, so don't even ask me about it. Then after the dispute, the employee stated that they were going to close down the store, and that was absolutely unfair, especially to me, because I literally just walked in, and the customers have just been standing in that line for who knows how long. So we had to exit the store, and the customers just stood like on the outside of it for a while, and I am sure glad that I also stood there for the whole time. Because we did eventually get back into the store thanks to another employee who I'm sure wasn't even supposed to be working there that day. Then I got the Kirby game and just left home speechless. Yeah, I didn't even bother recording it, but instead just recording the audio because I'm sure just recording a video of it would just make things all the more terrible and stupid. Either way, I feel it was definitely the best idea not to record it because I'm sure those two people arguing don't want to be viral online at the moment. So instead, you just heard their voices. All I can say is I'm certainly glad that they didn't start going fist to fist with each other because things were already getting pretty wild there. Believe it or not, I think that's actually the very first time I went to a GameStop and spotted a feud. Not sure if that's a good memory to have, though. Either way, all I can say is after that dispute, I couldn't feel anything except being terrified. And that is where the topic of this video is coming in. How I think GameStop employees certainly do not deserve the disrespect they've gotten over the years. And it's of course not just me who goes through these certain things. Everywhere you go on the internet, you're gonna be seeing drama videos of GameStop employees or customers going at it with one another. And honestly, I can't help but feel bad for the employees because they're just doing their jobs. Well, just exactly what I said in my voice acting video, or voice actors. But here's the problem. I guarantee you that even if customers, aren't, going back and forth with the employees, I feel that even outside of the customers, GameStop employees still get treated very badly. I hear people call them the worst kind to ever exist, or they just don't really care about their jobs, and they just do it for money. I mean, of course, why wouldn't they? Because they're doing a job, they have to get paid. I mean, they have the whole discount thing, which, I don't know if I should really think much about that one. And I was actually planning on getting a job at GameStop eventually. Yeah, I mean, GameStop is basically just one of those stores where, you could buy things and you could sell things and get money from them. You can practically just buy or, just do anything at GameStop. Well, not everything, just, some certain things. But ever since GameStop first opened back like several years ago, things have just been really bad for the company. I mean, I've been going to that store for years, ever since I was a little kid. And nowadays I just don't really go there that much. I mean, the only times I would really go there is when a new game comes out. But other than that, I just don't really go to the store that much often, as much as I used to. Mostly because they just don't really have that much interesting stuff at the stores. And some of the stuff that are interesting cost way too much. But anyway, I just feel GameStop, gets a lot of hate for really no reason at all. I mean, some of the hate I can understand. But most of the time, people just hate it because they want to. Most of the time, these things happen because the customers don't get their way. If they don't get what they want, then they'll say it's the worst store ever, which is definitely not the best case scenario. It's mostly due to how most of the employees are treated at the store. Not only do they get treated badly by the customers, but, the company and their bosses, they're the ones who really treat the employees bad. I mean, most of the employees that I've seen at GameStops are, teens or something. They're not, full-grown adults, just, almost adults, but they're, still teens. Those are the kinds of people I would mostly see work at a GameStop. Basically, young adults. But either way, it's mostly the employees and, the bosses that actually treat the employees like trash. The customers, they do that plenty of times, but it's mostly by the bosses and, the owners of GameStop in general. What I'm trying to say here is people just really need to stop mistreating the GameStop employees and possibly GameStop itself, like the store. Lots of stores lately have been going out of business, which is just sad, so GameStop could potentially fall in that regard as well. And it's sad because nowadays I barely see anybody go to GameStop because every time I go there, there's only one or two people just looking around and they don't even stay for very long. And it especially doesn't help that most of the employees I've seen seem to be minors. But for real though, if I could get a nickel every time I went to GameStop in the past year, I'd have 2 nickels. First being for when I bought Sonic Frontiers, and second for being just recently when I bought the new Kirby game. Which isn't a lot, but it's really weird that it happened twice. Everywhere you go online, you know for a fact you're going to be seeing at least one drama video with someone arguing with a GameStop employee. And good luck trying to find a video where someone is not arguing with a customer or just, having a dispute with an employee. This might as well go out to any employee who works at a store or anything, possibly. And for the customers, all I can say is, don't be a Karen. In case you people haven't heard, things don't always have to go your way. I know it's a hard thing to learn about because, believe me, I've been through that several times. And I can't really imagine the workers at GameStop get treated with respect. I mean, I think it's been rumored that they don't even work, I mean, they do work, obviously, but they work like a lot of hours and, go through a lot of stress and just, don't get paid enough with the customers and everything. It just makes me sad because I've been visiting GameStop ever since I was a kid, and I still go there every time a new game releases. Just, not as much as I used to. But, oh my gosh, I really did not like what I saw. I mean, all I wanted was to just buy a simple Kirby game. Even though it's obvious that GameStop employees don't get treated by, their bosses with respect, it especially doesn't help that they have to deal with these greedy customers when things don't go their way. It's sad because, as a kid, one of my dream jobs was GameStop, but ever since I saw, those videos online of people, screaming at each other at the store, guess I'll be hanging that dream up on the wall. It's definitely out the window at this point. Like that dude who wanted a refund but literally destroyed the entire store. And especially the ma'am person, if anyone's seen that. Go take your anger out on someone or something else. No need to destroy an entire store because you didn't get what you wanted. I mean, heck, most of the employees in the store actually welcome and greet the customers as they enter it. I'd really love to see any other store do that as well. And I'm sure they do, but GameStop, the people that work there, they're generous enough to do that. I mean, most stores that I've went to, they don't seem to greet you when you enter the store. But if the employees are being rude to the customers for no reason at all, that's a whole nother story. There are even videos online of people ranting about the GameStop employees, but like I said in my voice actors video, they're just normal people doing their jobs that unfortunately suck. Although if things get out of hand, like if they call you out or you just, call the police, that's when things start to get a bit more serious. But most of the time, people just find random reasons to be right about what they know that they're wrong about. Chances are that if they ever mistreat the customers, which they shouldn't do, then it's most likely due to how they get treated as employees. Like if they don't get paid enough or if they work way too many hours necessary. So if there's anyone to blame here, it's mostly the greedy customers and the owners of the GameStop stores. You know what they say, treat one another how you would want to be treated. The more you know. I didn't think I'd be making this video because all I wanted was just to buy a simple game and I had to witness what I just witnessed. Lovely. Now I'm gonna get PTSD about the incident every time I play this game. Thank you, Kirby. Either way, don't yell at employees for just doing their jobs, just like what I said in my voice actors video. They're just normal people just, doing their jobs and what they're just, being told to do, and you can't really blame them. They have to follow orders, and they may not be good orders, but sadly, they're still orders. Like, if you can't get a refund, we understand. You're, super pissed off, but don't take it out on the employee. If you can't get a discount, then just don't buy the game, or just go to a different store that sells the game that you want. Before this whole situation when I went to the GameStop happened, I already felt bad for the employees judging by the videos online and the rumors I've heard. Now I definitely hate to be in their shoes, so just stop mistreating employees. It's absolutely unnecessary and it's just going to make you look stupid. They say the customer's always right, but when the customer is wrong, the customer is wrong. And either way, GameStop just doesn't feel the same way as it did before. I mean, nowadays, most people buy their games digitally. Unlike me, because I always buy my Switch games physically. It could be due to the mistreatment of the employees, but something has just changed deeply about the store, and I just can't put my finger on it. The employees, though, they just don't deserve the torture. You can say all the bad things you want about GameStop or their employees or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're just doing their jobs. And if there's anyone to blame, like I said earlier, it's their bosses and, just the owners of the stores in general. It's things like these that can lead to GameStop closing down for good. I don't really expect this video to do much, but it's just me giving my honest opinions about the stores and the customers and the employees and everything else. So whoever watches this video, just watches this video. Whether you're a GameStop employee, an ex-GameStop employee, or just one of the customers who this video is mostly being targeted towards. Let's try and have some justice for GameStop employees because, who knows how long most of them have been working at the stores. Can't imagine that long, though. I am going to be sad that if, the store ever goes out of business one day, but And there's a possibility of that happening because of the stuff that's been going on with, like, the company lately. So, if the store ever does manage to go out of business, I can imagine people will just be feeling mixed about it. So, who knows what the future of GameStop holds? I mean, the customers and the employees, I just don't really feel like they need to be, arguing, obviously. And as for that incident earlier that I witnessed while at the GameStop, I have absolutely no comment for it whatsoever. Just another, average day, only at your local GameStop. I wonder if anyone has made like a meme of like, they show the person like the employee and the customer fighting, and then at the end of the commercial they show like the whole GameStop power to players or only at your local GameStop or whatever. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to get this video out and about and, say some things that should be open for discussion. I just hope most of you understood all of that I said in this video, even though it was completely disorganized and may have felt a little bit rushed, but I just wanted to get these things off my chest, and I've succeeded. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think, GameStop employees deserve to be tortured because of, what customers have to deal with, even though it's not the employee's fault? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who knows if that's the first or last time that I ever see something like that at a GameStop store. But that's pretty much it, so thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.